We've all been there. You're in a room full of people, but it feels like everyone else is having a conversation but you. You're standing at the sidelines, unsure of what to say and unsure of how to say it. The pressure builds. Your thoughts race. What if they don't like what I have to say? What if I come across as awkward or worse, invisible? The truth is, most of us have felt that way at some point in our lives. We've all dealt with those feelings of doubt, insecurity, or social anxiety. It's natural. It's human. But what if I told you that the key to confidently talking to anyone doesn't come from pretending to be something you're not, or forcing yourself into conversations? What if I told you the answer lies in a philosophy that dates back thousands of years, one that teaches us to focus on what we can control, to embrace discomfort, and to trust in our ability to grow? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. Welcome to Deep Stoic Thought, where we dive deep into practical philosophies and timeless wisdom that will help you not only become the best version of yourself, but also unlock your inner power to communicate confidently with anyone. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you don't miss out on our videos that empower you to think deeper, live intentionally, and take charge of your life. Let's get started. Part 1. The Foundation of Confidence. Understanding what you control. Before we dive into any techniques or practices, let's first understand what true confidence really is. Confidence isn't about being loud or charismatic. It's about understanding that you are enough. It's about knowing that your worth isn't determined by anyone's judgment or approval. True confidence comes from within. The Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus understood that the only things we can control are our thoughts, actions, and reactions. Everything else, how others perceive us, the outcomes of our conversations, even the environment we find ourselves in, is outside our control. This simple yet profound concept is the foundation of Stoic wisdom. When you understand that you cannot control what others think of you, you free yourself from the fear of judgment. You stop waiting for someone to validate your worth or your ideas, and instead, you learn to speak from a place of inner clarity and authenticity. When we approach conversations with this mindset, we no longer fear failure or rejection. We speak to express ourselves, not to impress others. Actionable step. The next time you feel nervous about speaking to someone, pause and take a breath. Remind yourself that the only thing you can control is how you choose to respond and what you choose to share. This will immediately shift your mindset from anxiety to empowerment. Part 2. The Art of Listening. Cultivating true connection. One of the core tenets of Stoic wisdom is self-awareness, an understanding that our thoughts and actions are constantly shaping our reality. But self-awareness doesn't just apply to our own lives. It's just as important when interacting with others. Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we speak." Stoic wisdom teaches us that true communication is not just about talking, but about actively listening. When we listen with intention, we show others that we value their words and their perspective. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm supposed to be confident, right? Why should I focus on listening? Here's the thing. Confidence doesn't mean dominating a conversation or making sure you're the one speaking the most. Confidence means creating a space where the other person feels heard, seen, and understood. That's when true connection happens. When you listen with an open mind and heart, you're not just gathering information. You're showing respect for the other person's thoughts and experiences. And when you approach communication with respect, you'll find that conversations flow more easily, and your own confidence grows naturally. Actionable step. Next time you're in a conversation, focus on listening more than speaking. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Genuinely pay attention to the other person. Ask questions that show you're interested in understanding their point of view. This simple shift will make you feel more connected and confident. Part 3. Embracing discomfort, the growth that lies beyond fear. We've all heard it before. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. But how often do we shy away from discomfort in our interactions? It's easy to stay silent or avoid speaking to others because we're afraid of saying something wrong or sounding dumb. We fear rejection, judgment, or simply not fitting in. But the truth is, the only way to grow in your communication skills is by embracing discomfort. The Stoics were masters at accepting discomfort as a natural part of life. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the challenges we face, the moments that make us feel uncomfortable, are the very things that help us grow stronger. Every time you step outside of your comfort zone, whether it's starting a conversation with a stranger or speaking in front of a group, you're strengthening your ability to handle discomfort. And over time, that discomfort will start to feel less intimidating. It will become an opportunity to learn rather than something to avoid. Actionable step. Make it a goal to put yourself in a mildly uncomfortable social situation every day. Start small. Say hello to someone new. Ask a simple question in a group setting, or share a personal story. Each time you push past your discomfort, you'll build more confidence. Part 4. The power of reframing, turning negative thoughts into growth opportunities. Have you ever been in a conversation only to feel like you've said something awkward or wrong? Maybe you replay the conversation in your mind over and over, thinking about how you could have said things differently. This is a classic example of negative self-talk. And while it's normal to have doubts, it's important to recognize that these thoughts are not facts. They're just stories we tell ourselves. And these stories can either hold us back or propel us forward. The Stoics taught us that we can control how we interpret events. Instead of seeing a mistake or a moment of discomfort as a failure, we can reframe it as a chance to learn and improve. Instead of thinking, "I messed up, I'm terrible at this," reframe it as, "This was a learning experience. What can I do differently next time?" By changing how we view our interactions, we take away their power to make us feel insecure or small. We turn each conversation into a stepping stone for growth. Actionable step. The next time you feel like you've made a mistake in a conversation, pause and reframe your thoughts. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this moment? Use it as an opportunity to improve, not something to beat yourself up over. Part 5. The practice of daily reflection, building long-term confidence. One of the most powerful ways to build lasting confidence is through daily reflection. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on your interactions. What went well? What could you improve? What did you learn? This practice is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, would reflect each evening on his actions, looking for ways to improve and grow. This process of self-examination allows you to become more self-aware and better prepared for future conversations. By consistently reflecting on your communication skills, you can track your progress and make adjustments as needed. Over time, this will lead to greater confidence and more meaningful connections. Actionable step: set aside 5 to 10 minutes each evening to reflect on your day. Think about the conversations you had and ask yourself these questions. What went well? What could I have done differently? This daily habit will help you become more mindful and intentional in your future interactions. Taking charge of your journey. Talking to anyone with confidence doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, one that requires patience, practice, and a commitment to growth. But the good news is, you have everything you need to succeed. You already have the ability to communicate with clarity, to listen with intention, and to embrace discomfort as a tool for growth. Remember, true confidence comes not from seeking approval, but from understanding your worth, learning from each interaction, and continually striving to improve. The Stoic philosophers remind us that the obstacles we face, the moments of doubt and discomfort, are actually the opportunities for us to grow into the best versions of ourselves. So, as you move forward, keep this wisdom in mind. Step into conversations with self-awareness, embrace discomfort, and always be willing to learn. And remember, you are capable of far more than you think. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Deep Stoic Thought and hit the notification bell. We're here to help you think deeper, live intentionally, and take charge of your journey. Stay resilient, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next one.